And a lot of kids have never gardened before.
They all think it comes from the store, and they have no idea.
They're so used to going home and that's all they do is they sit behind a screen. Hands-on learning is where it's at. You know, we go from hearing the sounds of the water, smelling the plants, and then they get to taste it. And a lot of times with science experiments, we tell them not to taste it, but this one you can taste. So
today we are at the Mid-Ohio Farm on the Hilltop, and we did a brief introduction to the RAYN EdRack with a group of educators and people in the education space.
In the last year, we pivoted focus more into education. What problem exists out there in the market? What opportunities are there? There are products out there that are commercial products that they put into schools. You know, we really didn't see other product that kind of exposed students to experimentation through growing, and so that's really what the key features that we had to deliver. And so EdRack behind me is really one of the first for RAYN growing system to get into K-12 education.
we were lucky enough to be able to come down here and get to see this a little bit more in action. We were able to see some curriculum that goes along with, which is great. You know, as teachers, it's already done for us, so we can just jump right into it.
I thought we'd have to put a lot more effort into getting it set up and started, and it literally rolled off a pallet and we were ready to go.
You unwrapped it and it was like a gift. All we really had to do was add the water. When they walk into the room, it's the first thing they see. So they're really excited about being able to see their plant grow. They know, they're like, oh, that's the plant that I planted.
As a teacher prior, it was a challenge to be introduced to hydroponics. A lot of systems will come your way, which ones work and which ones are efficient, and then creating lesson plans around it. I think the EdRack's fantastic for just understanding fundamentals of hydroponics. People don't have the confidence to jump into a very expensive system, and I think that that's a great win for not only classrooms, but it's also a win for community members and adult programming that could be offered to people in the future.
A teacher that is receiving EdRack is not on their own.
The support that we get, I can reach out to RAYN, can reach out to CropKing, and as an educator, that is super important. Being able to have that discussion, talk with other educators, ideas, the lessons that are provided, it takes that worry away.
You know, we're able to talk to someone who is an educator. They kind of speak teacher language, you know, and know what we're looking for.
And so the way that we've done this is that it's purely experimentation driven. So by having 3 separate reservoirs on 3 separate tiers and using commercially viable products, so every product on here is something that you would see in a real world growing facility, we're not only exposing students to what they would see in real life, we're giving them the greatest chance of success, because we know that growing is not an easy thing, right?
100% germination is almost unheard of in hydroponics, and that's exactly what I got. Now your kids are learning not only a practical skill, but they're learning something that is just going to continue to change as they age. But to enter now on the cutting edge of what growing technology is with something like EdRack is going to be great for them moving forward.
I think project-based learning and hands-on I think it is where it's at, and the system definitely does it for us.
As an educator supporting educators, I need to be able to tell people, hey, I did this and it worked really, really well. And that's exactly my experience. So when I speak to somebody about the EdRack, it's a genuine experience, because I can say, I was in your shoes just a few months ago and my results were incredible. And so why wouldn't you want to grow with this system?